Do not run away. Kind of over than you. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I thought. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I am. Kind of over than you.
Hello everyone, I'm excited to introduce Blue.
How na day? I don't come to speak my mind. With no delay, let them know say una eyes clear about una way. Watch out, many things they happen in that country you dey. So, some people trouble up on people every day. Even when you dey, you go talk say you know dey. I need to understand why this one happen. I need to understand why the truth apart. The promise that we got and nationalize. The promise we will live and no complaints. Watch me far away. Watch me far away. See me far away. See me far away. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have. Because I have myself. Then think say na defense. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, so you go learn to pretend. Do not run away from me. Kind of sober than you. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I thought. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I am. Kind of sober than you. Samada, cha cha cha, kick Chinedu, boomba. See, I come back again to tell people say, now here we dey. We don't come to stay. I say no retreat, no surrender. We're living big, but no array. Look at the soldiers killing innocent Biafrans every day. Look at the Islamists killing innocent Christians every day. It's depending on you. It's depending on you. It's depending on you. Chupoki Kofiama. Ataranya say the matter. Ataranya say the matter. I know Ginaka. That is why I say. That is why I thought. That is why I am. That is why I say. That is why I thought. That is why I Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Muhammadike one, Biafra nine, Ayisigi Gabaniru, Onyakaya Tocha, Welifeneme, Onyenaya Netuno Hine, Chuku Kwamawaja, you are whiter than snow, Okuki Besio. We stand where you stand, we say no secret trial. Onyinye Chukwu Ezosika Osiki Muhammadike, no secret trial. Prophet Yahweh's young Osiki Muhammadike, Osiki Chisike Matus Ejike Kone Osiki. One day, Muja Bija, Sipa, no well if an eme, oh well if an affair, oh well if an actor, name Victor Chinedu Okorochukwu Igbo Network Television London Osiki Chisike na hapu gị n'azụ ụmụ Biafra niile nke dị n'ụwa asiki gaba n'iru no secret trial no secret trial no secret trial no secret trial hey watch me far away see me far away tell me what you finna feel when you finna come one name Victor Chinedu Okorochukwu Igbo Network Television London Osiki Chisike na hapu gị n'azụ ụmụ Biafra niile nke dị n'ụwa asiki gaba n'iru no secret trial no secret trial no secret trial no secret trial hey watch me far away see me far away tell me what you saw I will show you what I have because I have myself and think say na defense make you watch my back now wait till you they see yeah unless you have this sense you go learn to pretend do not run away that is why I say that is why I say that is why I thought that is why I say that is why I say that is why I am go learn to pretend do not run away that is why I say that is why I say that is why I thought that is why I say that is why I say that is why I am that is why I say that is why I say that is why I thought this why I say away tell me what you saw I will show you what I have because I have myself and think say na defense make you watch my back now wait till you they see yeah unless you have this sense you go learn to pretend do not run away that is why I say that is why I say that is why I thought that is why I say that is why I say that is you are whiter than snow we stand where you stand we say no secret trial Onyinye Chukwu Ezosika Osiki Ohamadike no secret trial Prophet Yahweh's young Osiki Ohamadike Osiki Jisike Mazus Ejike Koli Osiki one day put a beach, Sipa, no well if an eme, oh well if an affair, oh well if an actor. One name Victor Chinedu Okorochukwu Igbo Network Television London Osiki Chisike na hapu gị n'azụ ụmụ Biafra niile nke dị n'ụwa asiki gaba n'iru no secret trial no secret trial No secret trial, no secret trial. Hey! Watch me far away, see me far away. Tell me what you saw, I will show you what I have. Because I have myself, oh, then think say na defense, oh. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, oh, you go learn to pretend, oh. Do not run away. Find us your body, oh. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I talk. Biafra latago. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I am. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I talk. Biafra latago. That is why I say, that is why I
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you via Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 4th day of October 2025. Tata bo obochi afo. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform where we preach the gospel of truth, the gospel of liberation, both physical and mental emancipation. It is a revolutionary radio. Radio Biafra London is in defense of freedom. It doesn't matter our tune, our voices. It doesn't matter the way we say it. But what matters is the message that is dispensed from here. That is the most important thing. And that is what you should pay attention to. Is it the facts? Is it truth? That is what matters. Therefore, forget about the messenger and listen to the message. Forget about the tune of the messenger. Forget about your hatred for Biafra. Forget about your brainwashed or your programmed hatred or Ibophobia. But listen to the message. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you once again to today's edition of Radio Biafra House of Service, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name, as you may know, is Mazi Chinedu Jonathan from Olu province of Biafra land. Today is Monday, being the 4th day of October 2025. Please, I want to say something here, please, to all the listeners worldwide, because I used to receive conflicting reports about the output of my broadcasts. I don't know, very conflicting. Sometimes if I'm going through the inboxes, I'll be seeing you are coming out loud and clear. It is crystal clear. Another person will write, no, it's not clear. Your voice has stopped. So I don't know. And when you check it at the same time, it is the same time. So please, there is something I want to advise our people. If you are listening through IPOB Community Radio, make sure to download also Simple Radio. Please, I want us to be factual. Make sure to download Simple Radio and or Radio Garden in your application. Have all these applications. It is just a a press of a button. That is only what it takes for you to download all these things. It's not rocket science, please. Now, when you are listening to IPOB community or through IPOB community radio and it is having problem, maybe it's cracking, maybe it is you know, it is seizing for some seconds or some minutes and coming out again. Please, before you write to notify me, make sure you go also just immediately go to Radio Garden or you are downloaded Simple Radio. Go there and also click on Radio Biafra, London. If this second one is doing the same thing, now you can now write, you can now confirm that, oh, there is a problem. You can now inbox and not calling, please. Inbox and say, okay, Mazi, I've checked the two apps and all of them are doing the same thing. Because some complaints, when I check my dashboard here in the studio, everything is okay. Sometimes the problem is not from here. Sometimes it might be from your side. But you now only once, any little thing, you now start complaining. No, it is no more coming. Make effort, please. Our people should be making effort. Check another platform to see whether it is doing the same thing. They say witness of two people could be confirmed fact. But when you listen immediately, it might be that your system is having a problem, or even the polarity in your zone, the area you are listening to, is having a minor problem for that time, temporary cracks. And now you just write in order to say, no, IPOB community radio is not coming. No, just cross-check. Let us know how to do cross-checks. Because sometimes when I see all these things, I check my dashboard, everything is green, it's okay, things are coming out. And sometimes, from time to time, for your information, I used to also check on my side here by owning IPOB community radio, and I'll be hearing my voice coming out clear. So I don't, sometimes, the conclusion is sometimes the problem might be from your side. If it is fluctuating here, I will know. That is the thing. Please, this is what I want to tell our people. Because when you look at reports from all over the world, some say, no, it's coming out clear. And when you check the time of writing of exactly the same time. So there are things we need to find out by ourselves, please. Because, this digital technology sometimes it's not 100% all the time. Please, we should know that, and we should make effort. That is why we encourage our people to use multiple devices, multiple platforms. Let them be in your smartphone. It costs nothing. No, most of us living outside Nigeria know that it's not like Nigeria. You can, this costs nothing. You just download anything you want. You download and be using it. That is it. So that once you see that IPOB community radio is having some problem, you switch to the other. Now, when you switch to the other, now you find out whether it is really the problem from even the IPOB community radio or from where before complaining, please. Therefore, I welcome once again each and every one of you. Today is the 4th day of October. Sorry, 6th day of October. I've been mistaken, please. 6th day of October. Today is not 4th. Please. It's a mistake. I don't know. I don't know why I'm making this mistake. Somebody also complained that I made the mistake on Saturday by saying that it's calling 2021. I don't know whether I'm going backwards. I don't know. I'm rewinding the clock back. I don't know. Please, today is the 6th day of October, please. 2025. Tata Bobo Chafo. Today is Monday, I repeat, Monday, the 6th day of October 2025. Tata Bo Obochi Afo. Therefore, you are welcome to this revolutionary radio where truth is being preached, reality is being preached without fear or favor. Therefore, we must continue. We must continue. We have been hearing of what is going on in Nigeria. Well, before we go on today's program, please, I want to also announce about our Wednesday's program. I will be here with Mazi on Viewpoint, and we shall discuss on international geopolitics because we must be well versed in international geopolitics. Without that, we are naive, ignorant. We must understand how international geopolitics works. We must be well versed. It's a very huge knowledge, I am telling you. Because many of us looks at, when I'll be going through my studio lines and some inboxes in other platforms, in my other platforms, sometimes I'll be laughing. The suggestions of some of our people. You see innocent suggestions, but very ignorant. Sometimes it makes me laugh, but I feel pathetic, obiruomum to my people. Because yes, they are giving their advice. Mazi, please, how I wish IPOB would do like this, do like this, do like. When I read all these things, or when I listen to those voices, I will shake head. You know what? At the ignorance of some of our people on how things work in this world. You see that there is genuinity in their suggestion. That they are genuine. They are innocent. They're just like an innocent child. But they don't know. Little did they know that, things don't work like that. Things don't work like that. That is why we must always be paying attention to what is happening to other or in other parts of the world. Around us, far from us, we should learn. It helps us to learn. I am happy that at least today, most of our people are no more thinking like maybe 10 years, 8 years, 5, 6 years ago. When people will call on Radio Biafra and start begging America, come and help us, United Nations, come on. I could remember. When I remember all these things, it makes me smile. Because our people are now understanding the bitter reality when it comes to liberation. But nobody can give you freedom. Mostly when it comes to, you see, black race, most importantly, black race. They don't give a damn about you. The world power does not give a damn about our lives. For your information, when you understand this, you will know how to behave. You will know how to act. How they wish, let me tell you something. You see the West, they wish that black race is wiped off the surface of the planet. What forget about their lip service or political talks and diplomacy on television, on international standings. They don't care. They don't give a damn about our lives. It is for us to fight to free ourselves. That is it. If you understand this, now you'll be seeing things in different or through different viewpoints. You'll be seeing things through different prisms. I am telling you, they don't give a damn. How they wish that the whole black people, sub-Saharan Africans, will die, so that our natural resources will be for them. That is, if you know this, let it be at the back of your mind. It is for us to survive, because survival is our right. This world is for everybody. That is what we should. Once you understand this as basic, now you will start understanding. You will start even making more effort to understand how the world works. Mostly in this generation. So you will understand. Look at, there is no way the West can give you a perfect gift. Just tell me. Do you see? I used to give these examples. Eritrea fought brutal wars for 31 good years. 31 good years. They don't give a damn about their lives. The West can easily, say, okay, they do what they did in Soviet Union. Say, okay, without even bloodshed. All right. It is them that put self-determination as a right of the people. But when it comes to Africans, the law, there is no more, the law is no more kept. That is it. Once it is the Europeans, you see things are moving very well. They try to implement the law. But in Africa, look at a people fighting for 31 years of active warfare. They were left to die, to kill themselves. After, when it was inevitable that it becomes a scar or a smear in the face of the world conscience. Now they have to yes. Now they have to say, okay, let us give this orangutan. They have died enough, because there is no more escape. Sudan also the same thing. South Sudan, 50 years of active war and political uncertainty, confusions. Half a century. From 1955, he said 55. They started. And they started active war. Brutal warfare. And they got what they want 50 years later, 2005. And they were not even given perfect gift, because the same West killed their beloved leader. There is no way your oppressor will give you a perfect gift. You have to fight. And they see that you now. There is no other way. There is no other thing that they can do to you that that they have not done to you. That is when they will say, okay, now I'm gonna take this thing. And they will find a way to decapitate you, to make sure that even if you have that your gift, you don't have peace. Don't you see? Let me make this analogy. Like in what is happening in Palestine today, in Gaza. I hope you remember that Gaza was taken back or given back to the Palestinians after decades of occupation, direct occupation and control by late Ariel Sharon in 2005. I hope you know that. But before giving them back that piece of land, they have planned for the future. I'm telling you how powerful countries, colonizers, oppressors will work, how they work. They can never give you a perfect gift. They will, if you force them, they will give you a gift for you to fail. Are you getting what I'm saying? They will give you an imperfect gift. A gift. Instead of you to progress, that gift will make you fail. Let me tell you something. When they give them back their Gaza, they returned it to Palestine, the Israeli Secret Service have planned something. They sponsored extremists to control it. They sponsored. You know, Benjamin Netanyahu is on trial for part of it for sponsoring Hamas. They know that these people, they set them up to fail, so that one, they splinter Palestine. West Bank will be different, governed differently. Gaza will be governed different. And you know what? I say they set up Hamas. And Hamas started shouting that they are the people that chase Israel out. They finance them secretly. They upheld them. But they are waiting for long run. Hamas started chasing the opposition, the real government in place, Fatah, that was Palestinian Liberation Organization, Fatah government, or Fatah party, that was, that is moderate, highly moderate, peaceful, but consistent, genuine in what they are doing. They sponsor extreme voice, extreme action. They hunted this moderate voice. Hamas hunted them and killed, tortured most of them from Gaza. That time, Israel, they know what they are doing. They know that they will be unsustainable. There will be backlash. They wanted to set up even civil war among Palestinians. This is how they work. We expose all these things for us to learn. Because you are oppressor, the colonizer will never give you a perfect gift. That thing you want perfectly. No, 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 no. They will give you a poisoned gift. It is for us as a people, in order to learn, to be vigilant, to be at alert, and to prepare things by ourselves. So that when they are stoking up problem, we know. We'll be at alert. We will not fall into that trap. Are you getting what I'm saying? That is why knowledge of international geopolitics is very, very crucial to what we are doing today. Not by sentiment, not, in international geopolitics, the world politics, black is not black. You are seeing black, but they are telling you that this is red. That is the reality. You say no, but I'm seeing black. Yeah, this is black. I'm touching it. They tell you no, this is red. Oh. That is how it is. So you must understand, all these tricks for us to survive. Because the world of politics is about deception. The world of deception only to keep your interests as number one, as the main focus. It doesn't matter how you protect it. Through treachery as a people, through takia, through deception, through lies. So you are always upholding your interest. That is what matters. You shouldn't be rigid in world politics. It is not true. You should never. There is no permanent friend, neither permanent enemy in the world of politics or in the world of international geopolitics. But what we have is permanent interest. As long as you focus on that, your permanent interest, you will have no problem. It doesn't matter whatever. However, you continue holding on, just like you are holding on for your dear life. There is storm, there is a turbulence, there is tempest. You don't care. You are holding on your dear life. You say, my brother, I no go live more. You are holding on. That is how things work. Otherwise, you cannot succeed. That is why the Fulani, they are masters of politics. What I'm telling you, I used to say it here. I've been saying it right from beginning. There was a time one of our brothers challenged me on air. He said, "No, I used to praise the Fulani." I said, "No, I know what I'm saying." Since I study, I make my researches on them, I found out. I said, these people, you have to praise your enemies. I'm telling you, for you to be at alert. Since we have been downgrading our oppressors, thinking that we know everything, that we sabi more than them, we know more than them. Where are we? In this struggle, I found since my eye opened, I found out that I want to hear it. I used to say it on air. And when on here before a people will be classified as wise, enlightened, you'll be organizable. You will have a common focus. We don't have all these qualities. So we don't know nothing. We don't know nothing when it comes to politics. I continue saying it. Look at this. Look, let me tell you something. Let me say something about the killing of Christians in Nigeria, which is true. It is not something hidden. We have been shouting about it. In the north, they are doing ethnic cleansing in the north. There are many factors involved in this. For your information, let me tell you what the Fulani are doing, the Fulani Caliphate. People that knew Kaduna before, they will know that southern Kaduna is almost 95%, if not more than, Christians and traditional worshippers. In short, non-Muslims, in short. Southern Kaduna, I think in the 90s, even towards 2000s, early 2000s, something like that. Southern Kaduna. But today, Kaduna state has Muslim ticket. I am not saying, look, I'm coming. I am not castigating Islam, for your information. There is a very tricky trick that the Fulani are playing. And they have been playing, they have been successful. They have been succeeding. But we expose all these things here on Radio Biafra so that people will understand. The Fulani, they use everything at their disposal in order to rally people around, to rally other non-Fulani around them, so that they feel that they have common purpose. Let me tell you what they do, the caliphate. They use Islam. Now, they rally other non-Fulani among them in order to kill their brothers that are not Muslims, even Hausas, non-Muslim Hausas, Kanuris, others in the north. They use that sentiment in order to the same. It's very. What I'm saying is, people should understand it. The same way during 1966, they use North, Arewa, North, in order to rally around even the Middle Belters to slaughter the Igbos, Biafrans. To the extent they rallied the West, the Yorubas, to join them to slaughter the Igbos. This is, is a sophisticated politics. It's not everybody that can do it. When it comes to politics, your prowess matters. Your ability to rally people, rally around people. We always say, Biafra, Biafra fought against the whole world. I say yes, it's true. But remember, ability to have alliance is part of power. Are you getting what I'm saying? Your capability as a people to rally others to your cause is also a very big political power on your side. It's a progress. When you cannot be able to rally people, you become isolated, which means you don't know how to play politics. Don't you see what they try to rout Russia, to isolate Russia? I want us to anyway on Wednesday we shall understand more. The West tried to isolate Russia first, to make Russia a pariah country. Are you getting what I'm saying? But Russia, Putin showed them that, look, my power is not only nuclear weapon. I have politicians. Let me tell you, see this Russian foreign secretary. What is that's his name? I respect that man. That man, Putin gave him medal the other day. I respect him. What is his? Come on, can somebody send me the name, please? Why all these common names? I used to forget them. The Russian foreign minister that also spoke on the United Nations General Assembly a few days back. So, Russia, people think that, oh, no, Putin will just bam, immediately Russia throw nuclear weapon. You become a complete pariah. They will go the proposal, say, look at, he is the aggressor. But the ability to wriggle out diplomatically from isolation and become strong, have partners, people follow through, it is a victory. Complete victory. These are things we should learn. Everything is not by power, physical strength, or even power you don't have. You start. No. Once you are isolated as a people, you'll be treated anyhow. This is one thing we should understand. Sergei Lavrov. I respect that man. Mazi. Thank you very much. Lavrov. I say, anytime I see that man, I respect him. I'm telling you honestly. He's a diplomat. When Biafra comes, we have juggernauts like this. It's not about only physical power. No. But the ability. We should have diplomatic ability in order to align, in order to, leverage and rally people around our cause. That is also part of being powerful. Not everything is a threat. Yeah, I will do this. No. Look at how Russia, they tried very hard at the early stage to isolate Russia. So that they say, you saw in mainstream Western media, they are laughing at, no person Putin has no ally. No person is with him. But today, what is happening? Even Western Europe is divided. Oh, is a power. We should be learning, please. We should be learning because we are kindergartners. So when you see what is happening in the world, now you learn the Fulani, their ability to rally people through different means. Sometimes they use we the not. They rally others. So sometimes they use we Muslims in order to rally. They convince the Muslims of Hausa Muslims that they are fighting infidels, and they use them. They use that sentiment, and they use them to deal with Christians or non-Muslims. And after what happened? Check the whole northern, most northern states. Who is in control? Is the Fulani. Notwithstanding that they are ethnically they are the minority in those states, but they are they are the governors. They are the senators representing those people that they use as we Muslims, we are fighting jihad. There is nothing like jihad they are fighting. They are fighting to colonize others. Now, when they eliminate Christians and non-Muslims using all these people, now they are left with mostly them and non-Fulani Muslims. Now they start dealing with those people. Come and take power now. This is diplomacy. It is allowed in international politics. The sinful people, no problem. For your communal interest. That is what Fulani is focused on. Can we do it? We should learn. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you hearing what I'm saying? We should learn. There is no permanent friend, no permanent enemy, but a permanent interest. That is why sometimes I look at our people. Oh, I say, hey, our people thought that there is permanent friend. And I got a blue flag or that people that will be causing harm to our cause. A blue flag or foreign flag will submit to our cause that will bring hatred. Say now they are our friend. They are our natural. There is no natural friendship. This is lack of politics, lack of political acumen. Is part of our problem. Are you getting what I'm saying? Do you understand me? The Fulani, they master this. You know, I've been saying this. So why Fulanis are very good in politics? Because they are people that have been meeting. They are desert warriors. They have been rigmaroling in the deserts for many centuries. They meet the good, the bad, the ugly. They meet strangers. They have learned the art of survival through diplomacy. Sometimes they can bow to you. You think that they are really bound to you, but they want to obtain something. Before you know, they strike you. That is how they behave. So they are using, you see, this Christian genocide that is happening in Nigeria. It is orchestrated by the Fulani. They are using their fellow non-Fulani Muslims, playing on their sentiments of jihad in order to rally for their support, using them to get what they want. Once they exterminate the Christians and the non-Muslims, now they will, the non-Fulani Muslims becomes Ofenkufu for them. They do anything they want with them. Don't you see how they use them? Don't you see how they use the Middle Belters? Let me tell you, during the Biafra, the Nigerian genocidal war against Biafra, 1966, I'm counting right from the pogrom, the two pogroms, waves of pogroms, 1966 till 1970. The Middle Belters today you are seeing, They are the people that we are used to fight against Biafrans. They mobilize them. They say, oh, deal with Biafrans. They want to say, you are, come and protect your lovely Nigeria. One Nigeria must, these people, they don't think. How many Fulani is that time? They don't even, they are not, we are never plenty at all. No. They use the Middle Betas and Yoruba population as soldiers, as cannon fodder to get what they want. And today, who is getting? The Fulani. Do you see? A people that is able to obtain this feat, this huge feat, deceive millions and millions of people, use millions and millions of people to their advantage. Why won't you sometimes admire them? You learn from them. I'm saying it here on air. I'm telling you how they were able to manipulate everybody to their advantage today in Nigeria, be in position. They made Boko Haram. Buhari was a Boko Haram member until he died. Yes. I will play for you the clip. I played it last Saturday. I will play to analyze it more today. It was revealed directly. We know it. We have been saying it, but this one was revealed by a former president, good luck Jonathan, that was in power during his own administration. He is talking, a former president doesn't talk anyhow. He doesn't talk nonsense. It's what happened. He cannot come and lie on the public like that. No, it doesn't happen. He said it. So a Boko Haram member ruled Nigeria for 8 years, and Nigerians were, they were clapping. The Nigerians are programmed to focus on hating Igbos. What do you call that? It's a very big political prowess, juggernaut. Fulani is playing Nigerians, they are playing Nigerians heavy chess game. I'm telling you, they are playing Nigerians a heavy chess game. They are killing everybody, taking over, colonizing everybody. But once they'll tell you, no, look, Igbo is your problem. No, and they are foolishly doing it. What do you call it? It's not easy. Can you achieve that? Do it now. Let's see. Can you rally people? Can you rally others around? No. You don't have the capacity because you don't have the political and diplomatic know-how to do that. Koro, Nigerians are being slaughtered by the Fulani headsmen everywhere. But they are all interested in checkmating Igbos. Don't you see? By the Fulani. Don't you see that? Don't you ask yourself, how did the Fulani be that are less than 1.5% of Nigeria population, including the imported Fulani, which they did, less than 1.5% Fulani, but they are in control of everybody in Nigeria today. They are the deep state. Everything is moving to Fulanization, Fulanizing everybody. They are in positions everywhere. Sheikh Gumi is walking around, being reported in Nigerian national televisions, Nigerian mainstream media as respected Nigerian clergy, Sheikh Gumi, but he's a terrorist. He is a complete terrorist. And people are clapping for him. Or do you think that is ordinary? This is something that has been, they worked hard to achieve this. They worked very hard. They know that Biafra, we are their end game. That is why they now focus their capability, their, everything to make sure to destroy IPOB. And they are using people to do it. But we are here. I say, IPOB, we are here. I know about. We there here. We there here. They just, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them, say, look, you see Fulani, you see this IPOB. When we finish, I know that, I don't know, maybe in the next 100 years, I don't know, in the next, I don't know how many years, when Biafra would have gone for long, would have been a separate country. I know sometimes, even the Fulani will be giving Biafra thumb up. In the diplomatic circle, saying now strong go. I'm telling you, there is no animosity. It's like that. The world is like that. You know, you fight me, I fight you. If I win you, I take. If we do drug him now, we say, oh boy, now strong go. Hey, it will happen. It might not be in our time. It might be many years coming. It might be many decades. But Fulani will look Biafrans maybe in a diplomatic circle as separate countries and say maybe they will corner one Fulani diplomat, will corner one Biafra diplomat after an international session and shake him, say, nah, according to history I studied, on our grandfathers, on our strong. Hey, we tried everything, but we no fit. On our strong. Shake me, my brother. Shake me. Now, so it be for there is no animosity. Is it an individual issue? No. Who are you going to put your anger on? You have done that, is part of history. That is it. That is it. So we need to get in terms with all these things, please. This is what Radio Biafra is exposing for our knowledge, for our wisdom, for us to understand that, look, we must buckle up, both diplomatically, not every time. That's why, you see here, I don't allow people to call and start threatening. We have passed that stage. What are you threatening? Yeah, we will do shut up. We have passed that stage. We have passed that stage for a long time. So let's go on. Let me read. Bandits in fresh attack kill pastor, village head, kidnap 2 others in Kwara. This is what is happening in Kwara. Who are the bandits? The Fulani headsmen. Do you see how they smartly, is part of the game, how they smartly renamed the Fulani terrorists? They now remove Fulani terrorists, start calling them bandits. That is part of the smartness. Can you do that? But look at in our own. Every criminal activity, even it is our politicians that will, under 1 minute, they will say is ESN, is IPOB. Our own people will be calling ESN. Say is a terrorist. Is a terrorist group. Igbo people, Biafrans. Now tell me, you are the Fulani who sabi pass. Tell me now. Tell me. These are part of the things. Tell me. Anything, some of our people will bastardize anything, use it to do business. We'll be calling people and say, nah, there will be ESN or so, drop money for us, otherwise we come to your house or we come to your shop. Because on the Opa, they don't count the political repercussion. That is, they don't count on the political repercussion on what we are doing. They don't count it. What they want is that money, that patchery, that crumb they will get. So tomorrow they'll come and flaunt some money. Hey, God don't bless me. And you are watching, say, how this type of people, India, where did they come from? From from inside a hole they come from. They saw sun yesterday. They don't, these are, or when you see some Sahelian. Do you see why these Fulani terrorists can never succeed in the Sahel? Because these are the people that also live in the desert like them. Do you see that? They know what they know them. That's why in Burkina Faso they're striking back. In Mali they're striking back. It doesn't matter, they have external support. I mean the Fulani terrorists. In the Sahel in general, in Niger. The indigenous people, they are striking back. They are Muslims like them. They know what they know. They say, oh boy, we are not like all these people from equatorial forest in Nigeria that never understand politics. We know, come on. Nah, beg. Onye Igbo nweta nwa ego. Ihe onye Igbo chọrọ wụ just ego ya, one small thing. O nweta ha. Oh, you said now, God don't bless me now. Oh wow, he's thought that the world is rotating around him. Very primitive character. We should change. We talk all these things here for us to change, to be more civilized. Civilization is about being organizable, being disciplined, loyal to a collective cause. That is civilization 101. I used to say it. Being individualistic is that is primitive character, primitivity. You can be praising yourself, but because there will be nothing like me without we. That is it. That is a reality. So let me read what is happening in Kwara. The other day also they killed the people in Enugu. They are striking. But even in Borno, they say Boko Haram. The governor was complaining. He said, even I call the Nigerian military. They don't mind me. You know, as I played the other day, okay, let me read a bit. Bandits on Sunday, that was yesterday, in fresh attacks, killed one person, kidnapped two others, including the village head of Rani in Patigi local government area of Kwara State. Also, a pastor with the Evangelical Church of West Africa, that is ECWA, Reverend James Audu Esa, in Ekati village, also in Patigi local government area of the state, was reportedly killed after the payment of ransom to the bandits by his relatives. That is it. Eyewitnesses say the assailants killed the cleric after collecting ransom from his family. These are the people they are slaughtering. They are Christians. What are Christians doing? I think, is it yesterday that in Kaduna, women, they masked themselves. They painted themselves black. They marched to their king's palace or governor's house in order to protest the Fulani headsmen attack. They are killing everybody. But these, for Nigerians, they don't care. They are being programmed to focus on Igbos. How do you calculate this? Now, remember, let me play this again, please. I played it the day before yesterday on Saturday, but I want to replay it again for you to understand the mission why Buhari was brought into politics as a civilian by one of the main actors. But you were shouting. Do you see how? If Obie, I don't know how Obie Ezekwesili is sleeping. I don't know. After being used, I don't know. These people, they don't have conscience. These are people that there is a fraction, the crumbs they want. What about Adebayo, Pastor Adebayo, them, all those big Yoruba pastors? They connived against their own, even Christian, let me call him Christian president. It is the same Christians that we are used against him. The same way during the conquest of Constantinople, it was a Christian invention. Christian invented a weapon that was used by Ottoman in order to conquer Constantinople. Because the Christians, they said, no, coming life, nah, nothing happened. Nothing mega. Jehovah, where is it? The Muslims that we are tactical and ferocious, they will collect that weapon and multiply it and use it to conquer the Christian Turkey you are seeing today. Are you getting me? That is it. And that is the mistake people are making. Who did they use against a Christian president in Nigeria? After how many years? Still Christians. Obviously, he is the champion of bring back our girls. Listen to the mission, why Buhari was being chosen to come to the political arena, back to the political arena. Listen.
Well, some of us who recruited him.
This is the voice of Alhaji Buba Galadima. It's his voice. He's one of the main players. He's talking, he's confessing after the official version of Buhari's death. Is it last year or this year? So they finish with that episode of Buhari. So that is why he's revealing. So listen.
Into politics, had a mission. Well, some of us who recruited him into politics had a mission. And I will reveal that mission today. General Buhari came into politics. It wasn't his province. He never liked politicians because he believed we are fake and that we don't mean what we say. But there was an incident that made some of us to recruit him, convince him, and use the other people to convince him to join politics.
And use the other people. Now ask yourself, who are the other people? When you listen to Kunle Olawumi revelations as a military spy, very high ranking military spy in Nigeria, he said that he is one of the people that convinced American president that Buhari is the right person to rule Nigeria. Do you see how things are working? These are the people that the Fulani oligarchy planned this thing. Now they spread their tentacle. Do you see how they use their looted money, funds rightly? Do we learn? Chineke, I don't understand. Do we learn? The answer is no. These people, they loot funds, they loot money, their oil wells, they loot, but they are using it to finance their goal. They are using it rightly to finance their Fulani movement. Underground. What is our people doing? No, tell me now, what is our people doing? As you are hearing my voice, you are in the right place. You have the wherewithal financially. Are you supporting IPOB? The answer is no. Are you donating to IPOB? But you want miracles to happen overnight so that we'll be free. Aren't you joking? A joker, an Igbo man, a Biafran. You are in cloud coca land. These people, when they see something that is not moving to their advantage, they gather, they rub brains, they say, okay, we do this, but it will take money or it will take a sacrifice. So they say, no problem. All of them will bring, secretly, they will sponsor. Everybody will activate his or her, contacts in the world for they will lobby, they will spend money, they will spread their tentacles in the Nigerian secret services, lobby them, spend money in order to achieve their goal. Ask our people, our billionaires, what they do is to showcase their money on social media, to do heavy funeral for their mother, ask them what political collective advantage of our people are you sponsoring? Do you Slovenia. No, 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 no. It don't. No. His money doesn't go to support our collective interest. No, Igbo man, he don't done that. But these are these are the reason why the Fulani they on top. Few of them will meet and say, we need to activate our diplomatic, activate everything we know in order to deviate this government. In order to deviate it, in order to take it back so that we continue towards our Fulani hegemony. All of them will say amen to it. They will start lobbying. A lobbying, you know, it takes money. It takes millions, if billions, millions and billions of dollars. But look at the IPOB, a movement of this caliber. You don't see Igbo billionaires, Biafrans billionaires that are coming on the ground to say, oh boy, we wanna take I will continue money. Just continue what you are doing. With financing. There are many Igbo billionaires individually. If they remove $1 million a month, it's nothing to them. It's nothing to them. I am telling you. Do you see even market people? These people that we pity every time, they are destroying their destiny in Lagos. They can finance this movement and we get what we want even sooner than later. But will they do it? Do they think about it? That is why I say our people, we are primitive. It's only IPOB that is trying to enlighten us. I'm telling you. Our people see our collective interests as in nothing, no concern me. Nah, I beg, these are miscreants. I'm the more for my. And now lamentation because we have not come together in order to say no to something, to finance with our money. No way. If Alaba, for example, the markets controlled by Igbos, do you know that these people can be, if every shop will be contributing, for example, 100 naira every month. The whole markets in everywhere in Nigeria. 100 naira every month. Do you know how many billions of naira that will be coming to IPOB? Now, you know, before you know, we rampage everywhere with our prowess, both diplomatic prowess. But will they do it? Yeah. Or will they do it? That's why everybody is suffering. I say we will continue suffering until we understand the meaning of Igwebike. This is what the Fulanis are doing. Yes, when you hear this man say, we recruited, do you think that it is only through mouth? They financed it. They lobbied. They went to the international community. They went to America. They paid the lobbies millions, tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of naira or dollars. Did they come to announce it? What you'll be seeing is the result, nothing more. You don't need to. You don't see not a Fulani, mostly not a Fulani man coming on Facebook to showcase his money. No, it's meant for mostly Igbo Biafrans, Southerners, and mostly Igbo Biafrans. Yes. It's meant for Biafrans, you know, showcasing. Why won't you be having problems? Until you learn, and you are going to learn the hard way. We are learning it the hard way. It's touching everybody. That is it. Until we come together. Coming together doesn't necessarily mean that everybody must be a member of IPOB. No. But you dip your hand inside. You secret, everybody will contribute his or her effort. Secretly. To finance what we are doing. Say, oh boy, now, go meet the average Igbo man. He will tell you, boy, now IPOB, now we hope for. But you tell him, do you contribute anything? No, I pray for now. I'm singing, walk. You know, I used to say it here without mentioning words. Please listen. Whether we can learn, I don't know. Listen.
Made some of us to recruit him, convince him, and use the other people to convince him to join politics.
Other people like Kunle Olanwumi as a military spy and the Nigerian Secret Service. Other people in like American government and the Western governments. They did something. They say we use others. Do you think that you can use others like that? No way. You do something. You make a decay. You know, they spent something over here. That is it. You now, you as a Igbo man, as a Biafra, you cannot even do it because you said, no boy. Now this thing we want. How can I get? Because you need to gain. You need to gain. Nah. Mercantile mentality. That is something you are financing. You are not going to get return. Nah. You say, oh boy, I beg. Waiting concern me. I beg. Instead, this money I use it to organize party and make noise. People will praise me. Listen and learn.
And even though we had our own agenda, because in 1999 and 2000, the OPC was on rampage in some parts of the country, especially Southwest, and have inconvenienced a lot of people from this part of the country. And to the extent that they mobilized over 500 vehicles to come and invade Ilorin with the sole aim of uprooting what they called Fulani structures in Ilorin. And we felt that was too much. And Obasanjo was doing nothing. President Obasanjo was doing nothing. President Bola Tinubu, then governor of Lagos, was doing nothing. And some of us felt that those group of people were being encouraged by their leaders in position of authority. So
ask yourself, how can these people that was not in power able to wield so much power? I mean that we are not in regime that time. Wield so much power in order to influence the then present government. Oh yeah, we go be okay. Whatever you jointly bind here on earth should be bound in heaven. I think you are reading it in the Bible. You are thinking it's just like a prayer like that. No, it has a very profound meaning. Oh yeah, whatever you jointly agree and bound here on earth, it will be bound in heaven, because it is collectivity. Ask yourself, they were not in power, but they demonstrated. Obasanjo now, being a Yoruba, they are playing Yoruba politics against Igbo. Instead of them to see, the handwriting on the wall and play their own politics as an incumbent with the power of incumbency, join even with the East and say, oh boy, let us do this and save ourselves, all of us. No, you're not doing it. Listen and learn, please.
So how do we stop that? And I called a meeting in Kaduna at Alhaji Bashir Dalhatu's house in a place called Unguan Kaji, directly opposite the house of General.
He is giving you a precise information as one of the key players. He's not saying, this video will be there even after long he has gone, because he is one of the originators of bringing Buhari to politics. One of the originators of Fulani headsmen, attack everywhere. But Nigerians cannot understand this. He is. I say black people love their killers. I'm telling you. Black people, they applaud their killers. That's why we worship white people now. After killing us for 400 years, selling us and colonizing us, we now bow down to them. It's how black people behave. Very demented people. Nigerians are looking. He is the person, one of the main figures that brought this monster to power. That instituted the continuous Fulani hate, brought Fulani from outside Nigeria to kill Nigerians. Till today, that is going on today. He's saying it on national television. People don't react. Listen.
Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. And some of those we invited included Alhaji Wadanas, Professor Yadudu, Bashir Al-Hatu himself, Alhaji Yahya Sulehama, and a host of others, about 34 of us. And we sat down to reason. How do we save our people from this OPC?
Do you see? This is where it suits me. Hate them or love them. Do you see the word he said? How do we save our people? How many Igbo politicians can say this? No, tell me. How many Igbo politicians can gather and say, look, what is happening to our people? How do we save our people, please? Let us rub minds together. Have you ever had it from Igbo politicians? Instead, one is used against the other. This one want to be the head, want to be all and all. Dave Oma, he said, I'm going to show you people that I am the all and all. I will form a Bubago parallel IPOB to destroy IPOB. This one, I hope most of them will say, no, don't worry. I tell you that I have contacts. Don't worry, I will take over power in Imo State. Though I come from Fort, but don't worry now. These are primitive, demented set of people on self-destruction. They destroy themselves. I don't know. We need to study our brains, honestly. We are set to self-destructive mode. Self-destructive mode. Some modern weapons, they can be self-destructive. Maybe if it enters the hand of enemies, they can remotely self-destruct and it will destroy the main components so that it should not be studied or stolen. I mean the technology. That is what we are in. Our people are on self-destructive mode. What matters to them is how to be. Nami, don't worry. Who will come here to talk? Nami go be the all and all. Nami go. No, everybody is feeling big. No, have you ever seen where our so-called political elites gather and genuinely say, "Look, how do we save our people from this issue, from what is happening to us?" No, they will go and, as they went to do campaign, not even campaign, in Alaba International Market, in Expander. Peter Obi went there. Don't worry, if I become president, don't worry, all these things will not happen. The other one said, don't worry, if you vote me again, nonsense. To calm the people, as if they will do something. Powerless. How many of them have gathered together genuinely and say, like these people, like this man, I respect him, I respect them. How do we save our people? It comes from the heart. How do we save our people from this menace? No. Listen, please, and learn. Learn from genuine people. Learn from them. It doesn't matter that they are our aggressors, but learn.
Four of us. And we sat down to reason. How do we save our people from this OPC menace? So we said, I suggested that we have to, because you remove government through only two ways: the ballot of through the barrel of the gun and through the ballot box. And they said it was impossible to challenge General Obasanjo. That was how Buhari came to came to our mind. And when he was approached, he had a very unkind words for politicians. But since he didn't say, he was not doing.
Do you see we need to learn. Do you see this man? He said according to him, he initiated a meeting. And they gathered and started checking all of themselves to say, who do we bring so that it will instill fear to the present government? Who can carry out this mission? And they appoint somebody that was not there, somebody that even had them. No. Do you know that if these are Igbo people, this man we convey saying, no, Nami, to save our people, Nami go be on forefront. Me gonna rally vote for me. Make we from Nami go. No, I know how to do it. Another person will be, before you know, they scattered they without agreement, because what matters to them is their individuality. I say our people are still primitive, very primitive. Don't you learn more than here, Beacon? That is our mission here, to make you to open your brain. How many Igbo people can gather and say, let us recommend who genuinely can lead us in this era of oppression we are in? They are oppressing us. Who have that capability of solving this problem? We rally around him. Do you see? Have you ever seen Biafrans doing that? If they gather to rub mind, they will scatter. Why? Because each and every one of them will be drawing, saying, "Let me be the best person." This one will say, "Now look at during the good Lord Jonathan, the whole 6 years of his tenure. Every year, the chief the chief speaker, Senate chief, come from Igbo land. The whole 4 years of his power, elected the power. Each year, one come from one state in in southeast. Oh no, now my turn, now our turn. After the no, now our turn. No, now our turn. After 1 year, they bring that person down. Say, no, come down. Now our people, now we go. Let us remove this character before we restore Biafra, please. Otherwise, it will destroy us. Do you see this rotation that has mastered us? Oh, our people cannot have a consensus. Oh, now after you know, now me. Do you watch even in your local governments, even in your village? This kindred we say in our turn, no, to bring somebody PG. If they know in our turn, what they don't go for the best. I don't know how we have gone so low on this. This is something that will bring heavy problem in our land, even if after restoration of Biafra. Sometimes if I say, people say, no, when Biafra come, law, I will use the law. I say, who will make that law? Oh, is it maybe the law will fall down from heaven as a tablet of stone, as you have been programmed to believe? Maybe God will say, okay, now this is your law. Or is it not human being that will make that law? It is now that we should learn all these shenanigans, this quota system that has entered into our subconscious. Now, our tunnel. Na ọkwa tọn ndị nkwa now, so nke anyị hapụkwa ndị ọbịa ndị a si na-akụ iberibe, and it becomes kwa ihe a ga-ebutekwe that is unending war, civil war na Biafra bịakwa. This is only I say no. Why should this person? No. Now we go bring this person. Now we go be head. This one say now we go be head. No, before you know, our jackation, and we have many enemies now. You know, I've told you that the West, they are looking for a crack to enter so that they will put on ending war. The war that we fight, and even we start shouting, say, oh boy, let us go back to Nigeria, I beg you. But you know why we are sounding all this alarm? For us to have correction before it happens. You understand? For us to learn. That is the thing. If these are Igbo people, all of them there in that meeting will be dragging position, saying, Nami, I can fit do them. They will not check genuinely because they are not genuine. They are self-destructive people. They are now. They cannot reason and say, no, this person is a genuine person that can rescue us. We rally around him so that we support him. That is why I respect these people. Listen, please. Listen and learn.
He had a very unkind words for politicians. But since he didn't say he was not doing, we still pursued him. To cut a long story short, we achieved our first purpose of putting a brake to what OPC was doing, because immediately Buhari joined partisan politics, and we had a very big outing in Daura to initiate him into politics. The Obasanjo government became restive and was shaken to its bone marrow, and because those were some of his our thinking. So Obasanjo had to really checkmate the OPC. So for that reason, we have achieved our first purpose of bringing General Buhari into partisan politics. So the remaining now is history.
Okay, now I will play another clip. You have seen it. They brought somebody that they know that is capable of instilling fear into their enemy camp. And they did. Ask yourself, if it's Biafrans, can our people be, ego will come into now? Do you know who I am? I've been a governor, I've been a senator for how many? I beg. Adoshasha, very primitive, I say. I will continue saying this until we change. Until most of us change. I'm telling you. Do you know that IPOB is not supposed to be asking openly for funding? Do you know that? We have establishments that can be giving us secret funds. I have people that I interact with. Some are telling me how George Onyibe scammed them when he was is it a Biafra land coordinator or Nigerian rep? They continue, you know, these are, I will not lie to myself also. The attitude of some of our people also is part of the problem. You know, we have received many reports of how people trying to finance this struggle. I must be honest with you. I've had interactions with some of them. Some of them that are you know, that are capable. Them that now they don't use this thing to scam me or several times. I continue giving money after. Some are even coordinators before in different parts of Nigeria. Let me put it like that. I don't want to mention names. Not only George Onibe and some others. Tell the now we know how much I've been giving to this man, thinking that I'm giving the right because he's a man. But after I found out that I'm using I was trying to use a basket to collect water, which is impossible. Putting my thing inside the hole, thinking that it's financing IPOV. That is the thing. Some of our people are also disappointed. I must be honest with you. I must be honest with you. What I'm telling you is a fact. It's not something that even Mazi and Nnamdi Kanu siblings, they didn't have issues. They are part of also the problem. Some people say, oh boy, now look at things we have done, thinking that we are giving, they don't know that it's going to their hand. Nah, beg, this thing has come. So sometimes you don't blame them. Because both people that are receiving, you think that they are giving before. How many times? I'm talking of even in Biafra land. What about in diaspora? Anyone that bring you convince our leader, bring account. No, I'm a hardcore. Money will flow into you. Haven't Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it? Somebody whether in Texas, in America. You are going to buy. We are primitive, for goodness sake. Sometimes in here, I don't even shout again. Or before coming when I used to have sentiment. Hey, I said, no, we are the cause. We are the cause. Obasanjo said something. He said, when you do something that you are not supposed to do, you will get the result that you don't want. That is it. There is nothing. Our problem, we are also part of our problem. Many of our people are part of our problems. Man didn't receive onye me ya scam or na o maka ihe nsi ga eji ahụ na agbushi onwe na imazi ndị ga-eze imazi onye ga trust na ime onye if you somebody will have IPO will be entrusted IPOB something before you know, once you see that they have value now in the camp. Yes, Nandia, which kind of people are these? These people merit destruction. These people merit their suffering. I am telling you. So it's only because of the few genuine people that we can have respite. Otherwise, a general character of generality, or most of our people, when it comes to here, or they lose human dignity. They lose everything. They don't care again about anything. Gluttony. He prefer to use that money, put himself in a where may have no, not like before. You see that now I'm a different person altogether. So he showcases his ill-gotten wealth, which people genuinely give in order to support a cause. It's very pathetic. I ain't got many things to solve. That's why sometimes in the country we are still far. You see, the most important thing is this enlightenment, so that we judge ourselves. I am telling you, before being judged by others. Because if we judge ourselves, other people cannot judge us, get us convicted. Never. When we judge ourselves, now we take corrections. That is it. Now, listen to Good Luck Jonathan. I played it last Saturday, but I want to replay it again. On his statements. You learn, we learn. He also made revelations. He's a former president from, I think, 2010 to 2015. 2009, yes, 2010, 6 years, yes. He was a vice president. Now, after stayed 1 year or 2 years before the demise of his boss, Yaradua, and he became impromptu elected president. Till 2015, he chickened out. Listen to him. When somebody like this speaks, you listen, because he has privileged information. Listen to him, please. He was speaking on ex-chief of defense staff's book launch. They are all launching books. Because once they are there, they see things that is big past them. After they can only, they play, once in office, they play diplomacy, lie, because they cannot talk the reality of what they are seeing. If they talk about it, they die. I am telling you, they will not come out from that office. That is how bad it is. That is how bad it is. So they wait after their office. Now they will write, after their audition, now they will write a book detailing their life and what they saw. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This is the true situation. So, Erabo, I want you to listen to Good Luck Jonathan, please. Let me bring it up. Sorry. Just hold on. Let me bring it up. Okay. Listen, please.
First, appreciate the man. What is white, black is black. Thank you. You're a gift to this country. And the title of the book is quite interesting. Scars and the Boko Haram conundrum. It is interesting because, when I was in office, and one of the major scars on my government and would be on my face, and like Bishop Hoga said, no plastic or cosmetic surgeon can remove it. It's the issue of the cheaper girls. It's a scar that I will die with. But later on, people may know a little more details.
He said later on, people may know a little more details about the cheaper girl saga. Go on listening, because there are many things involved. Listen.
And that's also to do with the Boko Haram. What do they really want? Of course, our chairman raised the issue when interviewed some of them, and they gave him some perspective. But probably one day, I pray that some of the Boko Haram leaders may be literate enough to document what they have done, so that people will really know what they wanted. Because it's like the story of the Nigerian Civil War. If you read one of the books,
we are counting on the Boko Haram leaders to become literate enough in order to document and say what they want. You see, it's very funny. We are counting, but there are many revelations he cannot make. So he's counting on them to reveal what they really wanted. They want everybody in that entity called Nigeria to be as mumu as they could be. I mean, when literate wise, because they say Western education. They want to convert everybody to follow their system. It's ideological. It has nothing to do with one, self-determination or the other. No, but ideology. So that is what they want. Do you see that? They are being pampered. Continue listening.
my command, I think that's one of the first books that came out from President Obasanjo, because he was there. Then Ojukwu wrote his own, Because I Am Involved. So when those who were involved in something say it, you get a different perspective. If you go through a research, interview a lot of people, yes, you'll get part of the story, but you will never get the full story of the Boko Haram. Because I was there. The Boko Haram started 2009 when I was the vice president with late Yaradua. Of course, I took over 2010 for 5 years, battling with the Boko Haram until I left. I thought that immediately I leave, within a reasonable time, late General Buhari was going to wipe them out, but today, the Boko Haram is still there. So the issue of Boko Haram is a little more complex than sometimes we can conjecture.
The issue of Boko Haram is far more complex than we can conjecture. That is what Goodluck Jonathan is saying. It's very deep. Are you getting what I'm saying? It is not as simple as you are seeing it. It's very deep. Because many things are involved. Many players are involved. As time goes on, I will explain to you more. Please, continue listening.
In 1999, when Obasanjo became a president, we had some issues in the Southwest. But government was able to bring it down because there was a clear focus, there was a clear reason, and government was able to. Then we had issues in the Niger Delta. And when I became the vice president, one of the major things I did was to visit the most dangerous camp of the militants in the Niger Delta. I remember when we flew down to Warri, by the time we get to the waterfront to take
Listen here attentively. I will explain something.
boats to that camp, they sent information to us that anybody following me must not carry weapon. My ADC, my CSO, that nobody should carry a weapon. In fact, the Commissioner of Police of Delta State said, Vice President, no, you will not go there. The State Director of SSS to say, no, I will not go. I told them I will go. So even my officers, my ADC, my CSO and so on, they handed over their guns to the CP and the SDS of Delta State. And none of them carried weapon. When we landed at the camp, these boys lining up one this way, one road this way, with their assault rifles, just facing the bush, not even looking at my direction as if there was nothing happening. We passed through them, We had a meeting with their leaders and so on. We had to spend almost 1 hour there. When we came back, that was the beginning of solving the the Niger Delta crisis. And we were able to get through. At least now there's a reasonable pace in the Niger Delta. If you
listen here, please. Listen attentively. He talked about the issue of Niger Delta militancy, which they were fighting for even what belongs to them. I want you to listen attentively. He said he went there as a vice president in order to talk to the leader or the leaders. And despite everything, he discussed with the leaders. That was the start of the compromise. I call it compromise of Niger Delta agitation. Now, bring Boko Haram. Why we are they able to compromise Niger Delta militancy, even but they are not able to bring down Boko Haram. Boko Haram is mutating into different things, into running other children. Ask yourself, the devil is in us, please. Because with this type of knowledge, we can understand some things. Even in this our struggle. Are you getting what I'm saying? With this type of knowledge of what I want to say now, we can add to our knowledge and also be at alert in this struggle. Now, Jonathan, as a vice president, he was a politician, yes. He was sent. His mission was to compromise the agitation And he made the and the leaders were from my goodness. I don't know this. I don't know. This noise, I don't know. I'll be checking where it's coming from. I couldn't know. So let me continue, please. This man, as a vice president, good, went to visit the camp of Niger Delta militant chieftains, and he negotiated and he compromised them. You hear me? Ask yourself, why are they not able to compromise? Why are they not able to compromise the Boko Haram issue? Why? Sorry, I don't know. Let me see. I want you to listen to what I'm about to say, please. Because it's very, very important. It's very, very important. It's very, very important to our cause or our struggle. You know? Let me see. I'm trying to check the noise. Please. I think my voice is okay now. I think my voice is now better. I think my voice is coming out now. The noise is out. I think, please. I think the noise has now stopped. Please. Now, please listen, because you know why I don't need this noise, because I want to say something very, very important. That's why I want it to be clear, please. Now, yeah, it's okay. According to Goodluck Jonathan, he said that he went to Niger Delta militancy camp and met their leaders. And after, yes, it's better now, yes. And after, it became the start of the compromise of Niger Delta militancy. The question you should ask yourself is, did they achieve their goal? The answer is no. Instead, their leaders became enriched with their lieutenants that are around them. Are you getting me? Now you ask yourself, why is it that Boko Haram was not, or is not, they were not able to compromise Boko Haram like they did to Niger Delta militancy? The devil is in the detail. The devil is in the detail. Do you know the reason? In the case of Boko Haram, there were external hands. It's not only local players, no. After all, Boko Haram, Chikawe, their local leader, was killed. Did they stop them? The answer is no. Because they has external hands. I don't know whether people understand what I'm saying. They reduced the Niger Delta militancy, according to Kunle Olanwumi, to a manageable level it is today. They started dishing out contracts to their leaders. and allow them to keep some foot soldiers, armed men and women, to be used to make money for their own benefit. So thousands of people that died fighting for their collective cause died for nothing. Are you getting what I'm saying? Does it make sense? The reason was because it was only locally oriented. There was no external hand. In the case of Boko Haram, there were external hand that is in place. So it doesn't go and negotiate or kill a Shikawi. The movement continued. It continues. They continue. Because there are people in high places externally that are at the backbone. This is the reason why also Masob was compromised, because there was no external hand. Do you see why I used to say local championship is not good? The case of IPOB, there is the external hand in IPOB is IPOB in the diaspora. I mean it. I say, if IPOB was only locally established, local, no, they will compromise it immediately. You know, the external hand we have is rooted in the Biafrans in the diaspora. That you said, no, it doesn't matter. Go and negotiate anything. I say, come on, your ass is grass. We continue what you are doing. He said, no, it cannot happen. That is the importance of external hand holding a struggle. In the case of Boko Haram, there are many external hands. Brigade is there. You know, I played Njemanze's Revelations first as a preamble before I started talking today, to remind you there are many external hands that are there. Once Bill Gates saw that, look, these people could be used in order to advance his own interests, of reducing the population, of organ harvesting, of testing of vaccination medicines. So they sustain it. There are others that see it as, okay, we can also use them in order to remove people from their ancestral land, so that we can dig and mine natural resources in their lands. They put hand, they continue arming them. So there are many external hands in Boko Haram and all these bandits and all of them. So that is what keeps them moving. Are you getting what I'm saying? Had it been it is centered internally only, no, they would have gone. It's just like what I said before. Your ability as a movement, as a people, to get allies, it will sustain you. It will make you indestructible. Why IPOB must continue, becomes indestructible, is who are you going to corrupt? Is it the leadership? In the whole continents of this world, we have IPOB leaderships. The whole continents of the world, we have IPOB. So how? So our external hand in IPOB is solid. Are you getting what I'm saying? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be compromised, because even if he compromises, he's doing it on his own. Because IPOB will continue. And he is rigid, solid. Because when he look at the foundation of IPOB, he become proud. He said, no. I say, even if he become compromised tomorrow, IPOB continues. Because there is external hand on IPOB. Do you see the difference? Masab was compromised immediately because there was no external hand. He's a only local champion. If he doesn't accept their deal, they will kill him, and nothing will happen. Any Masab member they kill, they see in anywhere, they kill him, they slaughter them. But in our own case, We are proud to say that we have external hands of Biafrans all over the world. Do you see that? That is why IPOB is spectacular, is different, and is uncompromisable. Are you getting now what I'm saying? They compromise Niger Delta militancy. Once they see, oh, vice president came to visit them, and is one of them. And then he speak, I George. He say, yeah, he talk to the leaders. I started Dokubo, take a time, all of them. And they say, okay, don't worry, everything, don't worry. You become part, and no problem. No person touches you, and you are so you retain your dignity. I mean, is it your semi dignity? And we'll be giving you contracts. I'm here. Don't worry. And they say, okay. There is something Mazi Chikotin said yesterday during X. I was listening because I couldn't say anything because I was not in a position to talk on yesterday's X. He said negotiation with politicians in Nigeria with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be on the weak point of negotiation, so it's not an option. Are you getting what I'm saying? You're saying negotiation? No. If venture say okay, they negotiate with him, he will be on the weaker point. You cannot negotiate successfully being on the weak point or weak side. That is how things work. The strong point of IPOB is the diaspora, and that is the external hand. So if they even if anything we continue, do you see that? Do you see what I'm saying? So these are the things I want us to understand, and these are the mistakes we shouldn't make by negotiating from a point of weakness. We must negotiate on a point of strength. Are you getting what I'm saying? That is why you see this struggle. I've been saying it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the figurehead, is our leader and the figurehead of this struggle. Is the face of this struggle. Anything that is going on, IPOB must sanction it. If they do anything, say no, IPOB doesn't matter, they will see that IPOB matters. IPOB in the diaspora, it matters a lot. I am telling you. That is the strength. Because their hands cannot reach. That is the reason why Nigerian government is trying anything in order to make IPOB be recognized as an international terrorist organization worldwide, so that our people will run in the diaspora. You know, our people are very weak people. We are weak. I'm telling you, we are people that cannot sustain, difficulty. They know that. And that is the reason why you see the leadership of this struggle, they are now very cautious. Let me tell you something. If you see anything in a struggle like this, like the Boko Haram to stop Boko Haram is not now. Because there are many players today using Boko Haram. There are many players. People that are mining, is it crude oil? Is it California in Borno? They are using Boko Haram. They are using insurgency. They are using ISWAP. People that are mining gold, they are using ISWAP. Different players. People that are the Fulani Caliphate that are trying to Fulanize everybody, using Islamization, they are using Boko Haram. They are using ISWAP. Different players. The West, they are using Boko Haram. So there is no way you can stop them. You cannot stop them. Because there is no way you can, they have come up to stop them. Look at the example I gave before about Gaza. Gaza was given back to Palestine. But the Israeli Secret Service, is it Shin Bet? internal secret service. They went on work to raise extremists that made sure to uproot the real moderate government body, that Fatah, that was in charge of Palestine. They became more extremists because they know that it will backfire. They armed them. You know, when people are armed, it's very easy, but to disarm them is the worst. It's a difficulty. You can't disarm people easily. That is why they know that a situation like this will happen. And now Israel is giving condition that before they record, look at, you know, see what they are giving example. Say, okay, we delivered Gaza to Palestine for peace to reign, no. But what do they give us? Terrorism. They give us extremism. The Hamas rose up. But they are the people, the government of Israel sponsored them in order to fail, so that they will use it as an excuse in order to continue maintaining their grip. Oh, this is, you know, this is what part of what Goodluck Jonathan said, that the issue of Boko Haram is more complicated than you can think, than you can fathom, than you can conjecture. This is world politics. You would think that they give you that thing you want, but they poison it and give it to you. They poison it and give it to you as a time bomb waiting to explode. Now Israel is giving condition that before they leave Gaza now, it must be under occupation until Hamas disarms. Do you think it's easy? Do you see? They formed this thing to put them into this quagmire so that they will fail tomorrow. We must learn. Oh, we must learn from what is happening to others, so that the time you are saying water, this and that, you don't know that to whose advantage you are playing into. That is why the leadership of this struggle, before they make any decision, they think 360 degrees, and they make sure to be able to be in control, because other external powers can hijack it. That is what we should learn in this struggle. Other external powers can hijack that good, you know, good intentioned policy you put in place. Now they hijack it, compromise it in order to use it against you. Don't you see the sit at home? A good intention to sit at home, Monday sit at home, that was put in place, that our people love and complied. Don't you see how it was hijacked? Oh, politics. That is why the DOS is highly careful in order to make public, public statements about any policy that IPOB is chasing, because we have enemies, powerful ones. They can use money in order to push people to control, to hijack, to compromise it, to turn it against the purpose it was meant for. We should learn. We are in the era of enlightenment, and we must get it right. You see this struggle? We should be more sophisticated than our enemies. That is why if I come here, I'm talking about the political shrewdness, the political savviness of the caliphate. I am not doing it to praise them only, but I am doing it so that we will learn and become more savvy than them. That is it. The DOS learn this situation. They say, okay, you want them to come out and say, we'll do this, we will blow the whole mountain, we'll do. Once our enemy hears it, they will go and use. They have money more than us. They have people to sabotage it more than you can think. They will use those people, compromise and sabotage it, and our people will be shouting, hey, DOS, look at what they have done. Look at what this struggle have done. IPOB, they are the problem. We have enemies. That is why we are highly cautious. IPOB is highly cautious because we learn from history and from what is happening to others. Are you getting me? That is it. So let me continue speaking. Please, playing this voice. Please go on listening.
Like Bishop mentioned the 82 and 83, when we have the Maitassine religious crisis in this country. From the research, the Maitassine religious crisis, when some of them were arrested and analyzed and interviewed, they came from parts of the Sahel area within Nigeria and outside Nigeria, where we had major droughts within that period, and the river pest disease that wiped out so many cattle. And so many young people from these areas migrated to the cities, Maiduguri and others, and they had no skills and nothing to do. And they were able to be recruited and cause havoc. Luckily, it was a military government then. So when the military intervened, they were able to bring it down because there was a clear reason. A reason of young people who were looking for survival, but they had no skills, and so on and so forth. So if you put all these things together, you begin to say, this Boko Haram, why is it that from 2009 till date, we've not been able to resolve the crisis of Boko Haram?
From 2009 till date, the issue of Boko Haram still remains unresolved because there are many external players involved. The Biafran war lasted only for 3 years and Biafra was defeated. Yes. But Boko Haram 2009 to today is how many years? 2010 to 2025 remains 15 years. That is 16 years today. Instead of dwindling, Boko Haram is bearing children. You have Lukrawa, you have Mahamadu, or what do you call it? Mahamadu. You have Fulani terrorist herdsmen, they call bandits. You have ISWAP. But they crushed Biafra within 3 years. Can't you ask yourself why? Because once it comes to the caliphate, they involve external powers. Are you hearing me? And that is what IPOB has done. We are rooted externally. And that is our force. And we must continue making use of it. And that is why we remain indestructible. It doesn't matter whatever they play. IPOB remains indestructible. Please. Go on listening, please.
So just like Bishop Kuka tried to raise some fundamental issues, and you value the weapons, then you know that these are not hungry people. So the soldiers that sometimes capture some of the weapons will see better. But the weapons they use, the ammunitions they use, sometimes they even have more ammunitions than our soldiers.
Do you see a president of a country or a former president of a country making this statement? Don't you see it's shameful? But he's saying it because it's the fact. Boko Haram is well armed more than the Nigerian soldiers. You know, because they are moving. Why? Because they have external support. Different juggernauts playing on them or through them. That is the reason. The caliphate, they know how to sell their products to outside in order to get what they want. They are not selfish like our people. I am telling you. They are not selfish like our people that use because of their selfishness to destroy everything. No, they focus because they have a goal. Today, many things have hijacked both Boko Haram and ISWAP. So it's no longer an internal issue. If you stop one, can you stop the other? What of the Get agenda? They are using it to destroy, to advance GMO. That is another thing. So how can you? So they are financing them. Do you see, when you start a monster, you raise a monster. The only way for us to escape from this Boko Haram and Fulani Caliphate terrorism is to break away from Nigeria. That is the only way. That is the only solution and nothing more. If you want to, make noise from now till tomorrow, it will continue. And this is what we should learn in IPOB. Not to fail. This is why we must not fail. And we should not, and we will not. Because we have external hands. The Biafrans in diaspora. That is it. And we should continue supporting this struggle. That is it. Please continue listening. I will soon open the lines, please. I will soon open the lines.
It doesn't show that they're hungry people. And where are these guns, sophisticated weapons coming from? And you begin to see that the external hands are also involved, especially when I was president. So it's a bit complex. And it's not a matter of a single story. But I believe as a nation, we have to look at the concept of Boko Haram and approach it differently from our conventional approach. I believe one day we'll get over it. So once again, let me...
We are not going to get over it. As a politician, he knows the only way is balkanize Nigeria. That is the only way to get away from it. So that they will continue. Don't you see, even South Sudan, as they get out from Sudan, they continue killing themselves. Don't you see that? That is how they are. They ran out of South Sudanese to kill. Now they continue killing themselves. That is how these people are. So the only way is to get out to balkanize Nigeria. Otherwise, this thing will continue. Boko Haram will continue. ISWAP will continue. That cannot come because of external hands. Continue listening.
Thank you, General Irabo, for this, because I always appreciate people who clearly document events, so that maybe sometimes when we write our own, we'll borrow from your documentation. And I believe that all the military officers who were involved in this Boko Haram saga should be able to give us information about what the Boko Haram stood for. If it is only about hunger, because we tried different options, I don't need to give a sermon. It will look as if I'm trying to defend my own government. That will come up later when we will document, we write our books. But I believe we took different options, we set different committees. We tried our best within that 5 years that I was there. I believe late Buhari too must have tried his best, because one of the committees we set up then, the Boko Haram nominated Buhari to lead their team to negotiate with government.
Do you hear him? Do you hear him? That's a very great revelation this man made. But Nigerians are dead body now, dead people. Dead bodies. They cannot do anything. This former president said that the person that took over from him, the person, President Buhari, that took over from him, was a member of Boko Haram. He didn't say they told me, no. He said one of the committees they formed to negotiate with Boko Haram. Boko Haram nominated during his time as a president. Boko Haram nominated Buhari to represent them. You know, this thing we used to say it, but he confirms it for you to know that whatever we preach here on Radio Biafra is gospel. It's fact and figures. A Boko Haram member ruled Nigeria for 8 good years. And Nigerians thought that things will be better. Oh, it's very far. Sometimes Nigerians make me laugh. It's good what is happening to everybody. Until Nigerians becomes conscientious. They become conscious. This man said it. If it is a country, do you know what? Do you know the same people that worked with Buhari, they are still in government with Boko Haram member, and you are talking about Boko Haram. Oh, I see. Oh, they are killing Nigeria, and this calls for, if you are a Biafran that you are entering into Nigerian military. Oh, sorry for you. You are a cannon fodder. They will send you to the grinder. There's nothing you can do. They will send you to your death. In one pay. Once they kill you, will not even know. You know, when you die, you will not know that you have died. Only you put your people in problem. Do you see? They are crying for, hey, Boko Haram is killing. Oh, Fulani has, but their patron is there as the president. What are you going to say about it? This is a former president. He said the committee he formed to secretly negotiate with Boko Haram. Boko Haram sent, okay, where is it? Boko Haram nominated Buhari in order to come to represent Boko Haram, to negotiate for Boko Haram. And Nigerians, I never know. Hey, sometimes I'm say, game now, self. I for come out even before common era BC. Maybe during the time of the Kemet Empire. Finished by now, I would have been part of crude oil. I'm telling you, as organic matter. Because when you look at what is happening in that part of the world, you become marveled. Boko Haram, oh, Buhari, but he was a Boko Haram member. But people don't care. Look at P2B. Anywhere P2B goes to campaign, they will go, remember 5 years. I don't know. But they see Buhari ruled you for 80 good years. He's a Boko Haram member. He is their patron. What do you do? Oh, no. Instead of Igbo man to be liberated or to progress, let Fulani be killing everybody. I think under Mazi China's platform, I saw one tweet somebody made, a Nigerian, that yes, Fulani is killing everybody, but it's better than the Igbos being on top. And you look at that God-forsaken place, that it will be better. Are you telling me what type of human beings are these? This man is making the revelation. But the issue is, why? Ask yourself, why didn't he say it even during his 2015 campaign? He cannot. He don't have the balls now. He's afraid of his life. If you open up that, from him, that now you see. Boko Haram is Buhari you want to put as president. He's a member of Boko Haram because he's after all, they will document, even record the speech made by that in that negotiation. He would have used it against him to see whether to wake Nigerians, but lo and behold, everybody was against him, even his own people, even his so-called Christians. Instead of Igbo man to be there, instead of a Biafran to be there, Yoruba, they said no. The whole pastors, they rally around. Even OBS Ekwesili, that you are not here. He carry it on his on her head. Hey, Chibok girls. But this one, he don't have the balls to release this thing officially. Say, look at what happened. This man represented Boko Haram in this negotiation. No way. You don't have balls. Very weak. How have we become so weak like this? Please listen. This is annoying. Listen and let me finish. Let me finish, please.
So I was feeling that, if they nominated Buhari to represent them and have a discussions with the government committee, then when Buhari took over, it would have been an easy way to negotiate with them, and they would have handed over their guns. But it was still there till today. I believe the government, luckily the defense minister is here. The service chiefs all are represented here. I think we will need a slightly different approach, and God willing, we'll be able to resolve this crisis. I thank you all.
This is it. This is it. When a terrorist is leading a country, let me tell you something. You know, I've said it here several times. You see, Egypt is a Muslim majority country. Arab Republic of Egypt, you are seeing today. When they had a revolution, when there was a revolution in Egypt in 2011, the Arab Spring that started in Tunisia, Mubarak was removed from power by a popular revolution. You know, Mubarak was the president, and a secular president, for that matter, that jailed many extremists in Egypt. The Islamic Brotherhood in Egypt. Many of their people were in jail. But when they removed President Mubarak, they conducted the so-called election, democracy now, and they voted for Islamic Brotherhood leader. I think Musa, what is his name? The former president, the one that died in jail. Something Mus. Why is this thing going out of my brain? But let me continue. Now, the man came to power through the ballot boxes in Egypt, not knowing that he is a complete, Islamic terrorist. He started calling his comrades from every part of the world to start coming, that they are now in power. A president is a terrorist. That time you continue hearing bomb explosions in Sinai border, killing tourists. You continue hearing explosions in Orthodox churches in Egypt. Because, for your information, Egypt has the highest concentration of Arab Christians in the whole of Middle East. It's Egypt. They continue killing them. Now, CIA and Mossad list through the bugging of the telephone of some of the terrorist leaders around the world. They have the voice of the president calling on them, my brothers, come. The same way Buhari opened the borders to Sudan, direct flight from Sudan to Nigeria. Direct, no visa. Don't you see that? But Nigerians can't do nothing. How can Nigerians do nothing? When I talk about Nigeria, I talk about southern Nigerians. All the indigenous people in Nigeria, where they are programmed to watch and hate Igbos. This man Buhari did everything this Musi, is it Musi, of Egypt did as a terrorist president. But do you know what? Despite that, for you to see a country that wants survival, despite their Muslim majorities, when the bugged phone call of their president, to terrorists in different parts of the world, they brought the bugged phone, because they were not bugging the Egyptian president, but they were bugging the voice of all those terrorists, main terrorists in different parts of the world. The Secret Service, Mossad, the CIA took the voice and sent to Egyptian military hierarchy. Say, look, this is the voice of this is your president calling on his fellow Muslim fundamentalists to come to Egypt. That they now have, it is now their time to kill those that are not extremists like them. The Egyptian military hierarchy was shocked. They checked the whole thing and they saw that it is factual, it is truth. That is when they come up. After even, is it less than 1 year of this man being in office? They gave the man the ultimatum to either resign or to hold the fresh election. The man started invoking democracy. I'm elected in the office, so you have no right. People choose me. So the military, he was thinking that they are joking. Immediately they took over power. They started arising people to protest. From there they took over power, military power. He thought that they are joking. They put him in jail. Say you're a terrorist. This is a country. That is, do you see the reason why? Go to Egypt. You see many Nigerians, they are even in jail. Safe. Egypt, you are quoting in Bible. Egypt, you see today, you cannot see them tomorrow. This is a country that is progressing. But in your own, Buhari was there as a terrorist, doing anything he can. He wants bringing his people, his terrorists everywhere, putting them in position. Outside terrorists, flooding Nigeria with Fulani terrorists, and they are killing you. You are lamenting. Hey, yeah, you are killing us. You are calling on the government of Buhari to save us. The people that are killing you, you want them to save you. Foolish Nigerians, I call them. They program you to hate Igbos. Oh, Igbos said, nah, the IPOB, yeah, Biafra. The Nigerians never see. They never see. They never see. So, what am I saying in conclusion? That IPOB is indestructible, not like Masop or what do you call it? Niger Delta militants. Because IPOB has external hands. The taproot of IPOB is externally built, so you cannot uproot it. That is why it is indestructible. And we must continue. That is it. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines. Please do not go away. I'll be right back. Do not go away.
But let me first appreciate the man era. What is white, black is black. Thank you. You're a gift to this country. And the title of the book is quite interesting. Scars and the Boko Haram Conundrum. It is interesting because, when I was in office, and one of the major scars on my government, and it would be on my face, and like Bishop Hoga said, no plastic or cosmetic surgeon can remove it. It's the issue of the Chibok girls. It's the scar that I will die with. But later on, people may know a little more details. And that's also to do with the Boko Haram. what do they really want? Of course, our chairman raised the issue when interviewed some of them, and they gave him some perspective. But probably one day, I pray that some of the Boko Haram leaders may be literate enough to document what they have done, so that people will really know what they wanted. Because it's like the story of the Nigerian Civil War. If you read one of the books, My Command, I think that's one of the first books that came out from President Obasanjo, because he was there. Then Ojukwu wrote his own, Because I Am Involved. So when those who were involved in something say it, you get a different perspective. If you go through a research, interview a lot of people, yes, you'll get part of the story, but you will never get the full story of the Boko Haram. Because I was there. The Boko Haram started 2009 when I was the vice president, late Yaradua. Of course, I took over 2010 for 5 years, battling with the Boko Haram until I left. I thought that immediately I leave, within a reasonable time, late General Buhari was going to wipe them out, but today, the Boko Haram is still there. So the issue of Boko Haram is a little more complex than sometimes we can conjecture. In 1999, when Obasanjo just became a president, we had some issues in the Southwest. But government was able to bring it down because there was a clear focus, there was clear reason, and government was able to. Then we had issues in the Niger Delta. And when I became the vice president, one of the major things I did was to visit the most dangerous camp of the militants in the Niger Delta. I remember when we flew down to Warri, by the time we get to the waterfront to take boats to that camp.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct today. Today is the 6th day of October 2025. Therefore, our lines are now opened. Our lines are now opened, please. And our WhatsApp and Signal lines remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. You can call us and give us your view on this issue, please, because here is our rallying point, please. We learn from each other because nobody has a monopoly of knowledge. This is our discussion point, please. Therefore, as I said, let me repeat again, our WhatsApp and Signal line remains the same. +61 405 142 547. Let me say it again. +61 405 142 547. Please call us and give us your view, because we must continue. Or this is it. We must continue. I have a caller on WhatsApp Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me, please? You are the first
Hello,
caller.
Mazi.
There we go. Welcome to the program.
Hello.
Mazi, please go on. Mazi, caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Go on.
Oh, John Cruz.
There we go.
Yeah, I know now. I was listening to what your submission this night about the book of Jonathan and your submission. Let me just make a quick contribution based on what you have said about the issue of our quest and the freedom of our leader. So I want the leadership, if they are listening, to listen to me. You see, all these things these politicians are just saying, we're into negotiation about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this and that. Oti, Benjamin, Carl, I want you to list. I want the leadership to know. In fact, they are just pampering us. They don't want us to react so that they will be doing what they are doing. Just take a look at what you said. These people, they use Jonathan to deceive the Niger Delta people, and now they forget about what they are asking for. So, onye ọbụla nwee ike ghọta ọfụma, ndị a onwekwa ihe ọbụla ha nega gbasara the release leader and our quest. What they want is for them to die, this issue of Biafra to die a natural death. Kajo ọ dị ka onye ahụ na-adịghị ịmụkwara onye a na-aga nwa anwụ. Doctor na say, don't worry, ọ ga-adị mma, ọ ga-adị mma. Ohe ihe ha na-eme anyị, they are just pampering us. They don't want the leadership to react, to take any drastic decision that will lead to the release of our leader and also for us to achieve what we want.
Mazi,
Mazi,
can you hear me?
Concerning this issue, they should go ahead. Let them not listen to any political.
Mazi, can you hear me? Let me say something before you continue. Can you hear me? Just hold on 1 second. If Jonathan, he should even be ashamed of being instrumental to quell, to stop the righteous agitation of his people. I am telling you. That is why I say our people, we are not politically wise. He was, listen, I will allow you, don't worry. You see Buhari. You see what he said about Buhari? He said, I was thinking that as long as Buhari is one of the members of the Boko Haram, so once he enter power, he would have stopped everything. These people are they are wiser than us. He will go there, he will send message to them, say, continue what you people are doing. Continue. But our people, they will use, our people they are politically backwards. Jonathan would have even went and push more fire. Tell them, don't mind me. Even if I come out on air and say, you people should lay out this God, don't mind me. Continue what you are doing. He will be financing them, lobbying for finance. Say, you are fighting a righteous fight. Continue. Me being in this power, I will not be here forever. That is why, when I look at our people, I say, no, they are. Mazi, please go on.
Yeah, Mazi say aganeku because very ogaba. So why I'm saying this, let the leadership listen, let them listen. Let them not listen to any politician, either from Biafra land or anywhere. Any decision they want to make, let them go ahead. Let them go ahead. Because all these things they are just kind of trying, it's just a lip service. Like that statement Oti made, if they are not using it as a campaign tool, that statement Oti made that day in Aba is just a mere talk. It's just a mere talk. Because if they are genuine in what they are saying, why can't they say, since that the court have discharged this man and acquitted that he did not come? Okay, what is the sin of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? he was telling them, look at what I want. Provide this thing, provide this thing. And all those things he have talked about, none of them have looked at. Okay, look at what that idiot will call Benjamin can. In fact, that guy, his life detests me so much. Okay, see, you are just there making just noise. All the issues that these guys you just say these people will be the cause, our cause. They have not even look into it. They are just lip service. So let the leadership not listen to anything they are saying. Any decision they want to make, the Biafrans are going to stand behind them. Because that's the reason why none of them are just talking about that this man have been discharged and acquitted. We're not begging them. You did not find anything against this man. Why not leave him? They are only there because of their selfish interest. If Jonathan don't have selfish interest, he couldn't have allowed those things to happen. Now, that place, even Ogoni, they are still backward and the people are still suffering. They only enrich the look at Taketom now. He's now the king. Here we go to Mbole Mochi gold. Asarina Gaya Ozi Demiko to call. So this is not what we want. All we want is the freedom of every Biafran, wherever you are. Come to the Western world. The people are enjoying their system. Everything is working. Among you would be rich, among you the poor. Everybody is equal, but their hearts are equal. Look at what Kesikwas will tell you that. Do you know what 500 naira can do to a poor woman? Look at it, bragging. Benjamin Khan is telling people that Tinubu, that they should be grateful to Tinubu, that Tinubu is giving out the state money. Is that his money? Is it his personal money? So I am in my conclusion. Please, the leadership, any decision you want to make, go ahead and make it. Don't listen to these people, because what happened to the Niger Delta is not going to happen to us, and what happened to Masop will not happen to IPOB. We must get this because we have sacrificed a lot. People have died with their life. We are not going back. This is my little submission based on this topic we are saying this evening. God bless you. Thank you so much.
There were Mazi. When I say that our people don't know politics, we undermine this statement. Good Lord Jonathan that is talking. For him, he quelled the Niger Delta militancy. He compromised it. He was handing compromising it. So we will clap for him. He compromised it and turned the leaders into billionaires that are working with Niger. They don't know how to have a double face. What matters to them is that their political benefit. That is what that is their problem. That is why I say our people, they are very Chineke. You see the caliphate. They are political juggernauts. They will come, despite being in power, they will be doing politics as if they are trying to fight Boko Haram. They are in the public, but inside they will sending them. Don't you see how Buhari gave Makban, Fulani terrorists that are killing everybody? Is it 100 billion naira openly? Do you know how much he have been giving them, financing them secretly? Because you know that Nigerians these are people, primitive people. They can't do nothing. You program them and they will be running around and they will be doing their thing. He will be at the back. Go secret, send them secret message. Say, Mona, continue what you people are doing until we get every place colonized. That is our mission. So continue. Don't mind me. I'm the president. Yes. I will come out on television to condemn you, to say kill you, this and that. But don't worry. It is a political statement. But our people will come. If it's our people, they come, and before you know, they will take their whole heart to do it. They don't care about the movement, the purpose of the movement. They don't care. Caller on WhatsApp, go on, please. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. You're on air. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Caller on WhatsApp, can you go on, please? There, Mazi, please go on, go on. If you're wearing any Bluetooth, remove it. Go on, please go on. Papi also.
Okay, Mazi, I had been with you from my location, Mazi. You know, you have treated so many issues this night, Mazi. But let me start from our people. Talking about our people behavior, our primitive way of reasoning. Our people are so selfish that when you talk about that very issue, you discuss about the Senate, when our people were Senate president. It's not that they are doing it. Is our turn. This is our turn. This is our turn. That is what they are doing that time. Is they are impeaching the Senate president, the person in the seat. Then this plan will rally orders to impeach the person. Then another person will come up. If the Senate president is not the person in that office is not serving their interest, they will use our people also to impeach the current person. The other person will enter. This is what's happening there. But you see, when their people, when Fulani person enter the Senate president, Ahmed Lawan, he do all manner of evil. Nobody, he will stay there 8 years. They will even keep on supporting him. But our people are playing this self-destructive politics that is very dangerous. It is very unfortunate that our people are this way. Very, very unfortunate. Then when you play the clip of Bobakale Galadima when he's talking about the way how they recruit Buhari, you know, he said there, they have their first purpose. They achieve their first purpose by using Buhari to stop OPC menace. That's their first purpose. But what is their second purpose? Their second purpose is now seeing that Obasanjo is not paying attention. Seeing they are not getting what they want. They want change of power. That's the second agenda, which they later achieve using Buhari again to take that power back. Because that is the second agenda. First agenda is to stop OPC. The second agenda is take over the power because it's not favoring them now. And that's because they are not the person that is in power is now against them. So they need to take the charge of the power back. Then when you talk about the international politics, this sponsor of Boko Haram you're talking about, that is their foreign hand inside. When Trump entered office, Trump said it very clear openly that USID fund sending enough just want to stop it because they're using it to sponsor Boko Haram and the insurgency. The president said this clear, very open to everybody to hear. So that is very clear. That is they have foreign sponsors, foreign hand. But what our people is, what the problem of our people is too much. When you talk about the way these people, the way plan play politics, they always support their own, whether it's bad or good. You see, that's Galadima issue. See, as they rally around and they look who will help them out, who will solve their problem. They appoint Buhari. But okay, just look at 2023 in Nigeria, when P2B came up to be the contested president. You see Igbo leaders as they against him. As they against him, seeing that he is assuming that we are now. I know we are people. We are not into politics, but you see when you look at even the North, the West, everybody know that to have this capability to do this. But Igbo people now playing against to the extent that his own governor is the person because of his selfish ambition to become president. Because if to become that president now, then he will now that means his own ambition will jeopardize. So because of this, he must disrupt P2B for him because he have targets that when they have to finish another governor, he will not go for presidency. Because of this, we must damage P2B reputation. Just our people are behind the politics. What we're doing, we're not playing politics. We're not playing politics because if you're playing politics, Tinubu enter this office and release his brothers. Also release a notorious Mieti Hela leader. This guy, Bello, the Mieti Hela leader. He's facing a terrorist charge under Buhari. But this Tinubu came and released him because of treasure they put on him. He released that guy. He released his two brothers. But in our own case, Mazi is there. Among them, Mazi is the only person that have judgment. from court. But all these ones, then their case is on. But couldn't go there and continue their case. But our own that is free from court is still there. When they asked the Attorney General, that about the issue of Mazi, he said Mazi have his case in the court. You don't ask that judge if Mazi case is in the court. Is when you enter the knowledge persecutor for Chowale and Sundi and the body where their case is it in police station? But Mazi is in court. You see, the thing is clear. What they are doing to us is very clear. So our people need to wake up. But we are very, very behind the scene. That's the problem. We are very, very behind, and we need to buckle up immediately. People, Fulani people use, proudly said that the Fulani, the Boko Haram is their full soldier. When you say that Buhari is their patron, they are not hiding it. It's very clear. That is, you mentioned Gumi now. Gumi openly go to negotiate and said he went to negotiate. But to be every person is dodging IPOB. When OPC is in action, all the Yoruba rally around OPC, and they use that OPC to go what they want and make Obasanjo the president of Nigeria. But instead of even once give Igbo leaders, you give them an idea before that even if they assuming they rally around IPOB, all these things they are looking for the wicked. Because now people will not fear. People fear. Nigeria would fear. But they are dissociating themselves from IPOB, which is IPOB supposed to be the strength they will use to climb. But instead of them to embrace IPOB, rally around IPOB, no, they are running. Everybody is keeping away from IPOB. Everybody's running away because.
Thank you very much.
Send Igbo again. Igbo leaders still use their hands to go and prescribe IPOB in Nigeria. That prescription. It is aspect that very prescription is not legal, which everybody has supposed to know that IPOB is in a terrorist group. So why do you now run away?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mazi, please. We need to also understand what once I'm telling you thank you, you round up. I don't know. So that others will speak. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Please go on. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? In Anuhemne Kumazi Fani. Go on, please.
I hope I'm coming out.
Go on. You are.
Yeah, Mazi Jonathan. Sorry.
Mazi, go on, please. Go on.
All right. Once again, my name is Mazi Fani. Mazi Fani calling from his location. Jonathan, people can bless you for your good work. You have said it all. Mazi, thank you for giving our leader the idea of establishing or initiating leadership to this struggle. Mazi, what you said is true. I think that this movement is just based on locally. Mazi, also Akagweba. Thank you, who give our leader the idea. We now have at least our people outside the all over the world, being engaged in this great movement, and that is why Fulani, they are crying. You see how they use good luck to frustrate this Niger Delta militant, whatever they call their name. Also, see how also they use their border Buhari to cripple APC under OPC for Yoruba people, and also use Tilibu to frustrate Amotek, and that is why Yorubas are Fulani want to take over their land. Not only that, Ilori or Kwara, they will take all over all over the Yoruba land because that agreement, they have already signed the agreement. And that is why people can never do anything. And they can never stop them because it have already do otherwise, which means they will also poison him. They will kill him. And that is why our brother, Peter Obi, never want to, get sense. He never want to get sense because we have come to stay and we can never allow anything to bring us down or draw us back to this request or this quest of freedom. We can never allow them. And that is why I thank you, Kadama, for giving our people the what it takes and us all over the world for this struggle to move on. Mazi Jonathan, thank you. I'm on the way, going home. Good
There
night
we
from
go.
here. May Chukwu Kadama bless you.
And you too.
Thank you, Mazi.
There we Mazi. There we Caller, what's up? Can you hear me? Caller, what's up? Can you hear me? Caller, what's up? Please go on. Can you hear me?
Good evening, Mazi.
There we Mazi.
My name remains Mazi Ejike Hillary. Let me leave my surname. Mazi, first of all, let me start thanking all the radio presenters we have, starting from you, Mazi Jonathan, Wachineke, Biafran Child, Mazi I Peters, Mazi Arozi. Mazi, I want to say something before I now move to your topic of today, Mazi. Please permit me. Please, all Biafrans, I want you to have this thing in mind and always pray for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are facing what we call dark force. Mazi, please, nobody say this thing. This is dream I saw. And please, let me start. Mazi, do you know this last court case we have should be the last court case of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? But these people want to put our leader under condition, but our leader said no, that over his dead body, he can never denounce Biafra. And Biafra or nothing. Do you know these people promise our leader everything, that if he denounced Biafra, that he will be released. This last court date, I'm telling you what I saw in dream. Nobody told me. Then our leader told them never over his dead body for him to denounce Biafra. These people also cook a lie for our leader, told our leader, do you know that your DOS, all of them, they have abandoned you, they have do this. Our leader now respond to them, for DOS I build, I know them, and I know what they can do. Mazi, let me come to what I want to say in your topic of today. Mazi, you see this Nigeria you are seeing, the problem of Nigeria is not a problem, but for them, it is a problem to them, is IPOB. And these people, you see this era we are, they believe, even the white people. Do you know the reason why they extend Nigeria 100 years? Because they believe before by that 100 years, nobody will be talking about anything like IPOB. You can remember the last time they said that Igbo language has gone into extinct. Mazi, do you remember?
They said Igbo
Hello,
language.
Mazi.
Yeah, they said Igbo language will go into extinction in the next 75 years. I think from either 2005 or what, something like that. Go on, Mars. Go.
Where this thing is a well-planned something, but may God have it. God now raised another prophet called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, you see this thing you are seeing, it's not a joke. This is a well political plan and movement. You see all this thing Israel is doing in Gaza is similar to what we are passing through. The next thing, let me tell you, Mazi, if these people destroy this IPOB, they will face Igbos direct. This thing that is happening in Bronu, it will start happening in Enugu. Everywhere, every run, everybody will be on run. Every attack, terrorism attack everywhere. But Mazi, what I'm begging DOS, I'm begging them with the name of God, and God will give them knowledge, wisdom, all of you, the member of the US, Mazi, these people, they are fighting day and night to destroy the US. Because what I saw, this thing I said to you, go and make sure you record this thing. Mazi Nankan will say this thing. You will say that a person called in this radio and said this thing. Mazi, these people think they have destroyed IPOB and they prepared all manner of lies to our leader. Mazi Nankan respond to them. For US, I built. They can never compromise. That is why you see this case as joined. They are still meeting our leader up to today, telling him, accept this offer so that they will release you. Mazis told them, it's better I'm here than to accept this kind of cage offer. So all Biafran, please let put our leader in prayer. Then Mazi, please let our US, I know them and I know what they are doing. Let them continue planning step ahead of night. IPOB is our only hope. All these things you are seeing, all this thing happening in Gaza is similar what we are passing through here. No Igbo man of politician we can trust. These people, they have compromised. Both people, I'm telling you. And no Igbo man will smell. You see what happened to Jonathan? Any Igbo man that will smell that seat again, Jonathan case will be a jollof rice to the person's own. Mazi, this is where I will stop my own submission. May God bless all of you and give you people strength.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Caller on signal. Let me see. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? No, it has dropped. Caller on WhatsApp. Mazi Scavenger. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Mazi Scavenger. Please go on.
Thank you for taking my call.
There were.
Speaking to a brother who's the scavenger. I'm calling from Africa Sud, South Africa. I greet my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience, who set up this Radio Biafra, a citadel of knowledge and spirituality to educate us. And that is what we are doing, Professor Jonathan. We are maintaining your blessing. Professor Jonathan, you know, every day you have been telling us that these Fulanis are very, very smart than us, we the Biafrans. That these Fulanis are very, very articulative. They know what is politics more than us, and that is true. There is no anybody who can doubt about what we are saying. And today we have been understanding it detail by detail to know exactly. Even by their words, you can understand the type of English they use. These are the people we thought that they're not educated. These are people we thought that they are Fulanis, they sleep with cows and all those things. But when you watch their English, you see their English that when they speak English, you don't know where to stand on the English that they speak when they are talking. For example, our misguided brothers. Our misguided brothers. That is what the Buhari said about the Boko Haram and the terrorists in the north. He said that they are misguided brothers, misguided son. So if you are a professor like Chinedu or a professor like Wole Soyinkan or all these professors in Biafra land, you will be thinking, your mind, you will be very, very concerned. You will be saying, what is this man talking? Is he supporting these terrorists or is he against them? But his words, if you look into it, you know where he stands. He said they are his misguided brothers. He didn't say they are terrorists. He didn't say they are murderers. He didn't say they are rapists. He didn't say they are using them for a conquest. He said they are misguided brothers. And the other one said that they are their foot soldiers. So how are you going to disturb your foot soldiers? Your foot soldiers can defend you for any trouble, for any danger. So how can you do anything against them? Professor Jonathan, you know, in Nigeria, you talk about how the Fulanis have taken over the southern Zaria, like Zaria or all this area in the north in Kaduna, where the southern Zarias are, the Christians are there. You know, these people, when there is election coming, on the day of election, a Fulani man don't drink Fulani, no, fufu, or this, sorry, there is a brukutu, sorry, brukutu. He don't drink brukutu. But on that day of the election, he will make brukutu cheap. They will distribute money to the Southern Zaria people. They are Christian, but they drink brukutu. They drink those beer that they make by themselves. They will make it in large quantity. And all of them will sit down drinking, and the Fulanis will bring all their children from the farm. 10 years, 5 years, 8 years. Vote for election. Vote on that day. These are so, and these people, you think they don't know anything. Can our brothers do that? Our brothers can even tell you, oh, you are a Christian, you say you don't drink beer. I'm not even going to give you beer that day, because if you drink beer, you're going to come and make noise in there. But for them, they are using that brook that day to achieve their object. And when you talk about it, when they, like Jonathan, you know, I always say these people are medicine after death. When things have passed, you see them because they are not man enough. All the Biafran extraction in the politics, none of them is man enough to speak. Look at the Fulanis, that they see that there is something wrong to their people. They gather together, 30 of them make a meeting. Who is going to make a meeting in Biafra land? When Soludo is married to somebody in Kafanchan, he married him. Then we go to Zanzibar, to Kanu, to Kanu, because he's married also to another emir of Sokoto in the Kanu. The emir of Sokoto will just bring all nonsense women to cook for him. You will see Obi sleeping on the floor, sitting, eating rice cooked by Fulanis, by the Ananajilis. He don't know who cook the rice. He just come, sit down. He is even trying to fold his leg. He don't know how to do it. These are what the Biafrans do. This is what they do. Look at what Soludo went to America to say. He wanted them to castigate his people, to exonerate the Fulanis, which shows that they are not the one doing anything that are doing in Biafra land. It is the Biafra people who are doing it. Professor Jonathan, I think your time, because we have a lot to say. Are you starting on where Obi, they ask him, one of the people, the bodies floating in Oji River, he said he got order from above not to talk. Professor Jonathan, this is too much for us. Biafrans, IPOB is the only vehicle, the only moving vehicle, the only alive vehicle that has shock observer to do what is needed for us, the Biafrans, to get freedom. Thank you for taking my call, Professor Jonathan. Bye.
And there were. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. You'll be the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. I don't know. He cut off. I don't know. You are on air after you cut off. So I think I will proceed to concluding this program. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, the essence of, making all these expositions is not to mock us as a people, no. But it is for us to learn. Let me pick this caller. Caller on WhatsApp, please. You are the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp, please. You are the last caller. Make it as brief as you can. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me? Make it as brief as you can. You are the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp once again. Can you hear me? Please go on now. Why are you keeping quiet? Go on.
Mazi Tochku Wabogara, say, I'm very happy because of here in program of this night, because of things naming about only disturb people, but they are hotter here for now. Because he was here and he program this night, if not exactly program I want to kick people right out now. Because here and a man about president had a cook here, but say Peter Bin Shagan for this 2017. All year plan happening with the British since traveling on everything. All those things, always that time. Couple of Tazia, our leader, Asiangwa, the one they go Kiboro, Nano president, and that time I got Tazia the most of Fukari and Kaita before. My like my brothers, you have a sooner around the world. Kaibo Pun, they are already that no Lucas and Nega every time. So I will not disappoint you people. People will disappoint me. I already that I go out for. I disappoint you. I support everything on a me, getting 9 for now. Everything I make, I see one ball. This show I want that Biafra because that people which will present at Biafra. They do come and be present. I know when something I demand with our own life, our own way of caution. Because I and the abroad the same thing. Okay, and the abroad also. Why not Nigeria and from here now? The whole world kind of knows this world kind of survive because I know that kind of purpose all over the world. I see neighbors everywhere. Overall blessing to us. Yeah, punishment come to us. And actually, kind of purpose here. I was even our own. All my commission this night, and I'm very happy with this night. Thank you, Mazi.
There were. Thank you very much for being brief and straight to the point. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, as I was saying before, the essence of making this submission is not to mock us as a people, no, but is to tell us the reality of our situation, is to make us to buckle up, is to make us to shed this selfishness that is blocking us from, seeing the reality that is facing us as a people. This is it. The difference, as I used to say, is that the Fulani Caliphates, they are always concentrated on their collective interest because they know that their collectivity is more bigger than their individuality. That is why, look at during Jonathan period as a president. The Fulani, both the one in his party, PDP, and those in APC and others, they work against him. This type of thing. How do you describe them? You that because of the political party you are, you can kill your brother, but they themselves, they are there just, what matters to them is their collective interests. They don't care. Those that are in the ruling party, they are as spies for all of them. Can you do that? Only one negi because of political party. Are you not stupid? How can you compare these two set of people? That is what it means. Good luck, Jonathan is handy in destroying or compromising the struggle of our people, the Niger Delta. But he's now shouting, "Oh, Boko Haram is still there. They're complex." Why not make your own people struggle to be complex? That is it. No, you can't. You want to be praised as the person that brought, No, check their collectivity. I mean, the collective struggle. Analyze it and know, okay, this thing will benefit us. It's not only about my being president for 4 years. Yeah, he's gone as a president. Isn't it? Hasn't he gone? Now, anything he's talking as ex-president. But had it been the struggle continued, it will benefit the whole region. Do you see the difference? Do you now see the difference? That's why I say our people don't know politics. If our people know politics, before God and man, these politicians, Biafran politicians, will be sponsoring IPOB secretly. They will be coming on national television, making threats, talking anything, but internally they will be sending secret message. Say, don't mind us, so don't worry. We deal with you now. Gonna be a hope of everybody. Mona continue. Mona no stop. Oh. This is how they are doing Boko Haram and this fallen herdsmen. That is what is giving them power. They are sponsoring them, giving them power in order to continue to do what they are doing because they know that what they are doing, they are all inside, both the politicians. Do you see that? How do you describe these people then? Instead, our own, we want to massacre everybody. You know that I become a governor. Soludo went to America, talk against his people so that he'll get a second term. He want to clear his own people. So he will tell you now, now only you can stay in this world or in your community. I've said this before. If you just come out one morning in your street and you don't see anybody, are you going to last for 24 hours? You don't see your neighbors. You don't see anybody. Cars are there. Food stores are open. You enter this one, you don't see anybody. The whole street, everywhere, nobody, no single body. Cars are there. Keys there. Everything is all there. Food are there. But you didn't see anybody. You will die of heart attack within 24 hours. For you to understand that we need our community. That is it. So we should learn from our detractors. We should learn politics, how to play it for our own survival, our collective survival, not individual survival. Because individual survival comes from our collective survival. That is true. Our individual survival comes from our collective survival. Because without we, there will be nothing like me. We covers me. Do you hear what I'm saying? We covers me. This is something we should understand. Therefore, if you have not supported this IPOB, this struggle, please do so. It doesn't matter whether you are not a registered member. Do so. Make contacts. That is how wise people behave. Because what is coming as an individual will be crushed, but with us being in a bunch, we can survive anything. IPOB is here and indestructible because there is external hand, and the other external hand is Biafrans in diaspora. That is it. That is it. That is it. So we must continue. Biafra remains our ideology. Biafra remains who we are. Biafra remains our religion. We must continue to making sure that this struggle continues until our goal is achieved. Remember that on Saturday, although there is still time to advertise it, Mazi Chinedu will be coming on air on the 11th in order to address Biafrans. On Saturday being 11th. But on Wednesday, I'll be here with Mazi Chika Austin, that is after tomorrow, being the 8th of October 2025. Please, we in our program, known as Viewpoint. We are going to discuss international geopolitics. You see what is happening around the world and how it concerns us because we are in a global village. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply
who understood. Everybody jumped to conclusion. The leadership have sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody asked, where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Where is he in Kenya? Are you people aware? Even when the leadership try to tell this story, what they don't know, most of you do not want to listen. And it is that rendition that has brought us to this stage. Since the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you know how many people that have lost their lives? Do you know? Many people do not know. Instead, they are being engineered internally to destroy IPO. Most of you who fall victims, without leadership, you can't know where this struggle is going. Without the IPOB leadership. Most of you thought when Eperima, all the group that came, most of you ignorantly, even if we try to explain to you people, only those who understood knows what happened in the struggle. Most of you were funding him. Most of you, the money, the dues for IPOB families, some of you send it to the criminals.